Hi everybody, welcome. It's just about 3:30, so we'll get started in just a minute here. Thank you everyone who's joined. I know it's a busy day, it's March break, but we appreciate your time. So we are here at 1 King West, Suite 1406 in the heart of downtown Toronto. We are in the suite that is also known as the Gaskin Suite. So just to orientate you a little bit, we are actually in the building of 1 King West Hotel and Residence. So where that is, we are on the southwest corner of Yonge and King. So that means the Eaton Center is just a couple blocks north of us. All the fun attractions like the aquarium, the Rogers Center, that's all just a little bit west of us, but all very, very close and in walking distance. We're also right on the path, which is great. 1 King West actually connects directly to the path. So that means that on those cold winter days, you don't have to go outside at all if you don't want to. So even if you take the train from Union, you can connect from the path right under the hotel, and you are at Union Station in less than a 10-minute walk. So again, I think we have a few more people who've joined, so thank you so much for coming. Before we start the tour, I wanted to give just a little bit of background about what makes this suite and this property that's for sale, what makes it so unique. I say that term a lot, but it truly is. So I want to give you a little bit of background on it. If you have questions, send them in through the chat or through comments. You can ask them as we go, or after we will have a little question answer session, so you can always ask me at the end of the session, but anytime, or DM me and I'll answer them later. So to start, this suite, it was actually built in 2005. My seller is the original owner, and it is included in the hotel pool currently here at 1 King West Hotel and Residence. So what makes it unique? It is one of only a handful of superior suites that 1 King has to offer. There's only a few like this in the whole place. So that is what makes it unique. They don't come up very often, especially ones that are in the hotel pool. So not only is it large, it is 780 square feet. So I know if you live in a big country house, that doesn't sound large, but for the context and where we are, this is a large suite, especially in the hotel. Also the layout, it is considered a Manhattan style flat. So it has a really cool vibe, very city-esque vibe. It also has a fully equipped kitchen that's right behind me and full-size laundry, but we'll get into that in the tour itself. It's also been nicknamed, as I mentioned, the Gaskin Suite. So that makes it unique too. It is the unofficial bridal suite for the hotel. And this hotel is quite popular for weddings. And for many functions. In fact, in a previous life, I planned an event at this very hotel myself because it is a great one for those in the downtown core. It sees over 60 weddings a year. So any wedding party that requests a bridal suite, this is the suite that they get. So it is quite a popular suite. It's also historic, just as a little bit of background. The building itself, the one that we're in right now, it was converted. But it was originally built in 1914, and it was the head office of the Dominion Bank, which is now TD. There was a merger, but it's a historic building. So there was, in 2005, an addition built on, a high tower, when it turned into what it is today. But our suite and the building that we're in is a very historic suite. Because of all these factors, it actually helps the suite itself to generate more income, because it is an income property right now, being in the hotel suite or hotel pool. And the unit factor it has is 1.4. So as far as the hotel is concerned, that is the highest unit factor a suite can have. So that means more income is generated by an owner of this type of suite. So you might be wondering, what is a hotel pool? Which you're not alone. It is very unique for Canada, for Ontario. There's not a lot of hotel suites quite like this one and a setup like this. So So what it means is, as an owner, you can choose to put your suite in the pool, which allows hotel guests to book it. And in that way, it generates income for you. Or you can pull the suite from the pool and you can live in it full time as a primary residence. So as an owner, you always have that option. So it is quite flexible. But if you keep it in the pool, which is how it is right now, the added bonus is you as the owner can stay in it up to 180 days a year. So staying in it up to 180 days a year, still keeping it in the pool. So you book it as an owner and you get to use it. And with that comes everything that you would enjoy in a sweet little residence like this. But in addition, the only time you don't get income from the property itself is when you as an owner are staying in it. Otherwise, if it's in the pool and you're not staying in it, it makes you money. So if you did want to pull out of the pool, you have to give the appropriate notice, and then you can do that too. So it makes me think, if you maybe come into downtown, you work here, maybe you're a season ticket holder, maybe you love the Blue Jays, or you love to go to the plays at Mirvish, all the fun things the city has to offer, you're in a fantastic location for all those things. So if you want to come in a couple times a month, you have your home, you have your condo, that's yours. But when you don't want to use it, it's going to make you money, which is extremely passive money too, as an income generating suite, as opposed to a place or doing a setup like Airbnb. This is so advantageous because the hotel manages the suite for you. So you don't have to worry about bookings. You don't have to worry about cleanings. There's even a concierge. So your guests are completely taken care of. It's like they're not even your guests almost. But yet you get to benefit from the profit. So it really is the best of both worlds. You can have a prestigious residence downtown. At any point you can pull it and you can live in it full time, or you can just enjoy it when you want, and when you're not using it, it makes you money that you don't have to worry about. Another huge bonus is that this suite comes with an underground parking space. So that is very rare, especially in the hotel. There's not a lot of suites that have that. It is valet, and it is extremely secure because no one, like the public, can't just come and go, but it's a secure parking space. So owners, you can use it anytime. Even if you're just coming into the city and you're not even staying in the suite, you can park your car here. So those types of spots in this location, underground, to sell or buy, it can be upwards of $100,000. So it's pretty prime location to have a parking space. So that's a huge advantage to a suite like this. Something else I should mention about One King as a hotel, I don't think I mentioned this. There is a gym, there's a restaurant, there is a sauna, and there is a hot tub. So it has the amenities that you would expect from a nice hotel. So I don't think there's any questions that have come in. Nope. Then perfect. We're going to start the tour now. Before we start, I want to note that the suite itself is everything here, all the furnishings are being included. So everything you see is included in the sale, which again makes it a turnkey income investment property if you so choose to use it like that. All right, so we're going to transition to standing up. My colleague here is helping me, so I think we're okay. So let's start here at the entrance. So as I mentioned, it does have a name. It's named the Gaskin Suite, and there is a nameplate on the door, which I thought was really cool. So I wanted to show everybody that, so you can see Gaskin Suite. So right off the bat, you feel like you're staying in something that is unique and superior to other suites. In the entrance here, you can of course drop your shoes, your luggage, anything else. There's also shelving and places for coats. So a really nice entrance, which again, in a lot of suites, you wouldn't have this type of space. There's also a couple nice mirrors here, so Of course, everybody wants to see themselves before they go out on the town. Here it's hidden, but it is the full-size laundry that I had mentioned earlier. So it is Whirlpool, full-size washer and dryer. Again, to have a full-size washer and dryer, very rare. Now we're moving into the kitchen setup. So it is fully equipped. So we've got the fridge, and we have a freezer, and it's already pre-stocked with ice, which is very essential. So we've got here too the stove and the oven. It's an LG. Of course, we have a microwave as well, and sink. And again, because everything is included, you've got everything you would ever want. You've got your wine glasses, your cups, plates, everything you'd want for yourself or if you are entertaining. So a hidden benefit, again, you wouldn't know it, but there is a dishwasher. So that is excellent because who wants to wash dishes after, especially if you're trying to relax a bit. And you've got your coffee maker, kettle, and this side table here contains everything you need for cooking. So you've got your pots and pans, and then of course cutlery. So given all of this, you truly can host an entire dinner here. You could cook a turkey dinner, and while you're doing all that, you can have guests actually sit down for a formal meal because there is a dining space with 6 chairs. So you can fit a big family if you want. Something that makes me an end user or use that I think of is if you own a business and maybe you have clients downtown Toronto and you want to host them, right? Maybe you even want to host a training seminar or something. You can have them here. You can host, you can cook, there's places for everybody to sit, and you can fan out. So there's lots of different options for end users. Oh, there's a question. What is the question?
Is the suite occupied quite a bit?
So it is. It is. Thanks for the question. It's a very popular suite. I'd say on average, about 95% of the time, it'd be occupied if we averaged out the entire year last year. So it is a very popular suite. Great question. All right, so let's keep going. So we've got the neat layout of a sunken living room, which gives it that just a really cool vibe. When you're in it, you really can feel it. Hopefully it's coming through, but it has a real city vibe. And something that helps with that is the fact that our seller has really neat artwork in the property, and it's all like Toronto themed. So it just, it makes you feel like you're in a really cool spot. So we're in the living room. The living room has 2 leather couches, as you can see. They are beautiful couches, but they're also functional. So they turn into sofa beds. So what that means is between the bedroom, the 2 sofa beds, and you can even bring in a cot in this suite can comfortably sleep a family of 5. So if you have a big family, you would know how expensive it is and how hard it is to find a suite like this that could sleep your entire family. So if you're purchasing it, not only is that a huge benefit because you're going to make more income from that, when you use it as an owner, it's space for your entire family. So that's a huge bonus. So we'll keep going now. Of course, there's a TV and cables included, as you'd expect. There's a wardrobe here. So this gives some added storage. You've got a safe and ironing board. And this is the bedroom. So what makes it really cool is that you can keep it open to have that nice airy open feel. But when you're ready to have privacy, you can close the door. So the condo is a 1-bed, 1-bath condo. It's not a studio because it does close. So that's a really cool feature. And the bedroom features a king-size bed, so it's large enough to fit that. And if you're anything like me, that's a must. So there's also another TV. So you have your privacy there, and another wardrobe. So there's some really cool artwork. I'm gonna move out of the way so we can let you guys see that. Okay, so one other really neat feature you've seen it and or noticed is the windows. So these windows are called transom windows. So they're higher up, set higher up. So we are on the 14th floor, but what is really neat is that you can have them open all day long because they're higher up. So you get your privacy. You don't have anyone staring back at you, no neighbors staring at you because of the height setting. So you get light all day, but always privacy. So that's the benefit of having these types of windows. So now we're going to go, and the last thing to see is the bathroom. So we'll go along this way. Just off the dining room here. So the bathroom is a 4-piece. It has your vanity, your shower, your tub, and of course the toilet. So I'll let you see that too. Okay, so that's the suite. I don't know if we maybe want to get one more pan of the whole thing. I'll stand over here. And we'll sit back down here. But we'll open it up if there's any questions. I'm happy to take them. All right. So we've got a couple questions. I think I may have lost the questions. Sorry. Technology. I have a very helpful colleague behind the scenes who's trying to find these questions.
I can see them on your screen. Okay, one of the questions is condo fees and how much?
Okay, yes. So good question. Just like any condo, there are condo fees. They're approximately $900 a month. The condo fees include your heat, your hydro, your cable TV, your internet. It includes everything. So you get quite a bit for the fees. Yeah, good question. Are there any others?
Yeah, another question is it possible to do any renovations to the unit?
Oh yeah, good question. You can do renovations. With it being in the hotel pool, you do have to request the renovations. I know if it's a private residence, it's like any condo. You can make renos, but you do have to get approval from the board. If it's in the pool, I think they have a bit more control. But they also have their hotel standards too, which when you're in the hotel world, certain things have to be done every 10 years. So I think it's kind of a bit of give and take. It might be a little less based on what you want and a bit more based on what the hotel would want. But I know you can do renovations, yeah, with approval, with management.
How does it get rented out? Through the hotel, or does the owner have it on a site for rent?
Okay, so it gets rented out by the hotel. So when you go to One King West, you book it and you can request it if you want. Or let's say like you just want a suite this size, you might just automatically get it. So yeah, the owner doesn't have control over the rentals. That it's taken care of. Yeah.
What is the advantage of the parking space?
Okay, so the advantage of the parking space is mainly for the owner because you can use it whenever you like. You could even, as an owner, you could even sell it if you wanted to. But yeah, it is a huge advantage because there's not very many. So the fact that you have it is rare. There's just not a lot. I believe any other suites that are available right now do not have them. So don't have a parking space. So it's just a really rare find. and it's very valuable too.
Is the countertop stone?
Oh, I don't actually know. I assume it's granite. If that's what you mean, I guess granite is a stone. It does feel granite to me. I don't know that 100%. Maybe we can mark down who that is and I'll follow up with you to confirm. But I believe it's granite.
What is the price of the condo?
Oh yes, it is listed for $849,900.
Condo fees, you've already talked. How does the hotel clean after a guest?
Oh,
sorry, does the hotel clean after
yes,
a
they
guest?
do. Yes, they do. So as an owner, even when you stay in it, you do pay a low nightly fee, and that includes the cleaning cost. But it's very, very low. Yeah, what you pay.
Could you rent out the parking space?
Yes, you can. Yep, you could lease it out. Yep.
Does the hotel then pay the owner when it gets used by a guest?
For the parking space?
No.
Does the hotel pay the owner for using the condo? Yes. Sorry.
If the guest pays the hotel to
Yep.
stay here, does the hotel then in turn pay the owner of the condo?
Yes, that's how it works. At the end of every month. Yep.
Can you comment on monthly income?
I can, but I'm not going to, just in this format. But if whoever's asking that question, if you can DM me your contact details, like your phone number, I will definitely follow up with you and we can chat about that.
As the owner, how far in advance do you have to pre-book your personal stay?
There is flexibility in that. I think it is a week to 10 days, but there is flexibility. I know my owners, they treat the owners well. So, yeah. That's it. Okay. Well, those were really good questions. Hopefully I answered them okay. You can, if you want more information and you want me to talk to you and, get into it maybe a little bit more, just DM Team DeVere Real Estate with your contact information. So your email, your phone number, and I'll follow up so that we can chat a little bit more about it. But I think that kind of ends the main portion. It is an open house, so I am going to keep the room open if anyone filters in a little bit later. But otherwise, by no means do you need to stay. You can, that's all I have. If anyone wants to see it again or something, if you wait and stay on, we could maybe do that. But other than that, I think we're kind of done. So thank you so much for coming. And I really appreciate it. And DM me if you want any details. And we'd be happy to even set up a showing in person. So thank you again. Bye.